UK football team, Chris Rodriguez, is on the phone with us. Chris is going to be doing an autograph signing here at KSBar tomorrow night at 6:30. Chris, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Chris, we'll talk about the autograph signing in a minute, but first of all, talk about the big win Saturday night. You guys played Missouri, a hard-fought game. You were named SEC Offensive Player of the Week. How great was the win on Saturday?
Yes, sir. It felt good. First, I would like to shout out my O-line. Nothing would be possible without them. Shout out to the coaches for believing in me, even after I had fumbled. But yeah, other than that, it was an all-around good game. It was really exciting. The fans were really in it the whole night. You could really tell. And it was a good game.
Yeah, talk to me about the mentality that you have, because you make that fumble. You knew the situation. You knew if you scored there, the game might be close to over. It happens. It turns around. What are your teammates telling you at that moment, and what's in your mind for the rest of the game?
So after it happened, my teammates started with the O-line. They came up to me, hey, like we didn't lose faith in you. We still know you can tote the rock, and we're going to need you for the rest of the game. And that goes on throughout the rest of the team. Everybody just came up to me, and so it happened right before halftime. And then during halftime, I went up to the defense, and I was like, "Yo, this is on me. Like we shouldn't have been in that situation to where they scored right there before half. But it's on me, and I owe you one." And I had a talk with Coach Stoops, and he was like, "Hey, like I believe in you. I didn't lose faith in you. Just keep doing your thing. I'm gonna keep giving you the ball or whatever." So, yeah, I mean, I was like, all right, I just can't let that get to me. I just got to keep working, and that's what I did.
You're one of the hardest runners, Ryan, wouldn't you agree, that I've ever seen here in terms of, you take the first hit. I think you lead the all of college football in yards after hits.
I'm not surprised.
Which is an unbelievable thing,
really?
And I think that's correct, yes. So, I mean, that part of that just has to be a mentality that when you take that first hit, you're not going down. Am I right about that?
Well, yeah, that's the plan, is to not go down after that first hit. When I was in high school, my high school coaches always tell me, like, whatever you do, not let that first guy bring you down. And that's kind of what I try to do while I'm playing now. So
you have a quarterback that is – we noticed 2 plays on Saturday where he lowered his shoulder and knocked somebody down. I'll tell you, I was like, hey, man, just don't get hurt. But as a player, when you see your quarterback do that and see him doing what you do, how does that make you feel?
Honestly, when I seen it, I was like, whoa. Usually, like, so, like, even if you're playing, like, Madden or something, the quarterback never really runs the ball or whatever. But when I see him do it, I'm like, all right, this dude's different. He can do just about everything. He can run it. He can throw it. Anything you want him to do. But now it makes it feel like, okay, that opens up a lot, because people can't just say, okay, well, they're either going to run the ball with number 24 or one of the other running backs, or they're going to throw it. Nah, that dude will probably run it too, and you'll never expect it.
Yeah, well, he certainly did that. Now, tell me about when you, during the offseason, I'm sure part of the reason you came to Kentucky is you knew this was a program that ran the ball a lot, going back to Boone Williams, Benny Snell, et cetera. And then all of a sudden, here we get this new offensive coordinator. He's coming. He'll throw it more. Were you at all nervous that, like, is my role going to change, or were you confident in it? Like, when you first heard Liam Cohen was coming, what was that like?
So when I first heard he was coming, I knew it was going to open up a lot of stuff. So one of my best friends, Manny Harper, me and him talked about it whenever we realized that Coach Grant wasn't going to be with us the next year. And he was just like, Chris, this is going to open up a lot of stuff for you. Like, you just don't understand. Like, we're going to be in a pro-style offense. You're going to be catching the ball out of the backfield. And that was one of the main things that when the scouts, when they come up here, they're like, oh, we want to see you catch the ball at the backfield a little bit. And that's been one of the things that I've been trying to key on this year. And that's been one of the things, well, even prior years, that's been one of the main things I want to do is catch the ball at the backfield a lot more. And when I heard he was coming, I was like, oh, this is my chance. And then when Coach Settle got here, he was like, hey, man, just be ready to catch the ball at the backfield. I'm like, Coach, I'm ready. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a perfect fit. It's something that I want to do, and I've been looking forward to doing.
So I already know the answer to this question, but I want to hear you say it anyway. I mean, right now it's kind of becoming the cool thing to say, hey, Kentucky's really good. Kentucky's got a shot. You guys probably look at this schedule. When we as media, we look at the schedule and go, well, they'll probably win that one. This one will be tougher, et cetera. I'd say you look at the schedule and think this team is good enough to beat any of these other teams. Am I right about that?
So if I'm being honest, we don't look ahead on the schedule. We take it week by week. We're not looking forward to who we play next week or the week after. We're looking forward to the team we're playing this week. Like this week, we've got Chattanooga, and that's who we're worried about. We win this game, and then it's on to the next.
That's a good answer. The coaches will like that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Probably sitting by the coaches.
Yeah. The Stoops is like, well done, son. Thank you very much. Nice job. All right, so I always like to ask players this. Tell me the teammate of yours that maybe we've seen a little bit of or we'll see more that you think has a lot of talent and deserves more respect, credit, et cetera. Who's the person out there we should be talking about more than we do?
So we obviously know Wandale and Josh. They're the starters or whatever, but one of my good friends, Rasan Lewis, I don't know if you guys talk too much about him, but that dude's a workhorse, and he's going to be one of those guys that when he gets in and he's targeted, you're going to be like, whoa, where's this guy been? Him, and also I would say Lavelle Wright. When he gets in, that dude know how to play some football.
Talk to me about him. That's a kid we haven't seen a lot, but he's from the state. People are excited about him. What do you like about him?
Well, what I like about him is he's always trying to perfect his craft. My freshman year, when I first got here and Benny was starting, I wasn't worried about trying to rush into learning everything and getting that extra little bit of film in because I was like, all right, well, Benny's never going to come out of the game. Benny, he runs the show. So what I like about Vel is when he first got here, he's like, hey, Chris, can you teach me how you watch film on other teams? Or, hey, Chris, you want to stay after? Can you stay after with me and we can get some extra work in? And that's just the off the field kind of part. But like even when we're at practice, he's like, he runs hard, he doesn't play slow, and he knows just about everything. Like he puts in that extra effort to be great. And I think when he gets his time, he's going to take advantage of it.
Can't help but be excited about that, can you?
No, well, just one running back after the other. We're running back you now.
All right, so I'm going to let Ryan do he gets one question at the end, which I'll do in a second. But first, before he does it, I want to ask you, you're doing the autograph signing tomorrow night here at 6:30. How excited are you to meet some fans here at KSBar tomorrow night?
Man, I'm really excited. The fans get to come to the game or whatever, and catwalk, and it's like I get to see them, but I don't get to meet them like kind of face to face. A couple years ago, well, not a couple years ago. Well, yeah, actually, when Benny first left, he was doing his sign, and he said he liked it a lot, and then Josh Allen did his, and then he was like he liked it, and then we as players, on the team, we couldn't do it. And I was like, man, I really want to know what that's like. And excuse me.
Bless you.
And when the COVID came around, I was like, man, I'm never going to meet fans again. Like, fans aren't even going to be in the stands for real. And now that we're able to actually meet our fans face to face, and then with NIL, we can, you know, do these type of things. I feel like it's gonna be good for not only me but for the fans.
Well, we're very excited to have you here, leading into the NFL game tomorrow night as well.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Ryan, what question?
Sir, I can't wait for it.
You know, you mentioned playing Madden. Like since you're a running back, do you play like you put yourself in the game and you just give yourself the ball every single play? I used to ask some of these other players this. Well, yeah, I play Madden as myself, and I'm going to give myself the ball every single time. Is that how you play it?
So me, this sounds strange, but I cannot play Madden. Like, I'm probably the worst on the team, and like I said, my best friend Manny Harper, I played him one time, and he just beat the brakes off me, so he kind of made me not want to play it anymore. So,
I know what that's like. If you're not good at it, somebody as good at stuff as Chris, if he's not good at that, you don't want to do it, right?
No, I don't want to do it. But,
I get that.
I'm gonna get the new Madden, and I'm gonna practice and try to beat him. So that's one of my things that I want to do.
Well, Chris Rodriguez tomorrow 6:30. We'll have him up here till the games. The NFL game starts at 8. Of course, we're giving away money at the NFL game with trivia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a better question than Ryan did, but Chris, we look forward to having you here tomorrow night, and thank you very much for your time.
Sir, I look forward to it.